Watching your money. Joining me now, Capital Wealth Planning Chief Investment Officer Kevin Simpson, ETF Trends CEO Tom Lydon, and Michael Lee, Strategy Founder Michael Lee. Michael, let's kick it off with you. Bitcoin jumped to a 6-month high this morning, partially fueled by a report that Amazon could be venturing into the crypto space. Amazon recently posting a job position for an expert in digital currency and blockchain who would be, quote, developing Amazon's digital currency and blockchain strategy and product roadmap. Michael, what do you make of this?
Yeah, that seems to me a bit of a far-fetched rumor that they may be hiring somebody that may be able to accept payments at some point in the future. For Bitcoin to move that much. Look, this is a volatile asset class, and I think this moving in the directions it has, and hitting above 60,000 earlier this year is just a side effect of endless money printing going on. And so I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think the best days are ahead for cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin. Bitcoin is your first mover. I'd say that that's going to profit as much or more than any of the other cryptocurrencies. And I think the original thesis is that as central banks continue to print money, it's certainly never going to stop. I mean, at some point, every single currency ever created has failed. So Bitcoin, the investment thesis goes, is your alternative to that. So I don't think that's over. For those of us that own Bitcoin, we like to see this move. I'd say it's hard pressed to see it move almost a third higher than its lows just a week and a half ago, based on a job posting.
It seems like maybe we had Mark Heppenstall on in the last hour who expects a more dovish tone out of the Federal Reserve. And I question, how can the Federal Reserve get more dovish given that they haven't pulled back at all on the monetary stimulus? But if you get, is it possible to get even more stimulus? Is that what Bitcoin's trading on?
Yeah, look, I think it's hard to explain some of these moves, but it's very much a momentum asset class. So as soon as you get a little bit of momentum to the upside, the follow-on trades just keep coming and coming and coming, and then all of a sudden you go from 29,000 to almost 40,000 in the span of a little over a week. So look, as someone who owns Bitcoin, I'm happy to see it based on this dovish action from the Fed. I mean, look, I think it's a long time before we see any sort of taper or any sort of restrictive policy from the Fed, and it's not only like that with the Fed; it's like that with central banks worldwide. So that's why I think Bitcoin is likely to make all-time new highs. Maybe not in the next few months, but the best days for Bitcoin are definitely ahead of it, not behind it.
And Jay Powell's term is up, in February? So don't expect a pullback in stimulus. That would certainly get in the way of another term. Kevin, let's talk.